Hi guys, Mark from Primal here, and this week's challenge I'm going to be working on juggling. So, juggling is one of those things that is fun to do. You can do it anywhere, anytime. It doesn't require much equipment, and actually there are so many benefits to juggling. Obviously the coordination, obviously using your hands, you have to look what you're doing, and it's a great exercise for improving coordination. So whether you're younger, whether you're older, whatever. You should be juggling. Learn to juggle 3 balls may take you like an hour, maybe a day. But the effects that it has on the brain, the good effects, the positive effects are amazing. So I'm gonna show you a few drills today to do with juggling. And if you can juggle already, I want you to spend 10 minutes a day on juggling, or try to learn a new trick in a week. If you can't juggle yet, I'll show you a few drills you can try. And I reckon by the end of the day, if you give it half an hour, you'll be able to do it. So, if you haven't got any juggling balls, grab yourself some hard fruit. So don't get any apples because they get mashed up pretty quickly. I would say get some oranges or lemons, they're the best ones, and do it over a sofa or over a pillow or something soft. And there are three or 4 drills I'm going to show you, obviously beginning with 1 ball. So a lot of people tend to throw the ball from side to side like this. That's not how you juggle, that's a trick, that's a more difficult trick later on. What you want to do to begin with is just to throw the ball up, keeping the trajectory of the ball the same, or more or less the same every time you throw it. And obviously throwing it from left to right, going at the top, not passing it underneath, like this. Okay, when you get good at that, when it feels comfortable, when you don't have to keep looking at each hand, where you can kind of look in the middle and throw the ball, this is when you want to be moving on to the next drill. You get 2 balls, and starting with 1 ball in each hand, what you're going to do is throw one of the balls, and just before it lands, throw the other one like this. And do it on both sides. So you start with your left, and then you start with your right. And again, focus on the balls flying the same trajectory from left to right. So there's no passing underneath. When you get good at that, there's another drill you can try. Starting with 2 in one hand, and you're doing this basically. Now, if you can't catch them, you can keep going. So you end up with 2 balls in the same hand as you started off. And again, you want to do that with both hands, or starting off with both hands. And once you get good at it, you can keep going like I just did then. So these 2 drills, I would say, spend about half an hour on each one, 15 to 20 minutes at least, just to get the hang of how to throw the balls when you actually have to react to them. And just to get used to it, because you don't want to be skipping the bases and then finding yourself that you're throwing the balls all over the place. It's just easier that way. So once you get good at that, you get 3, and what you do is you start off with what they call the flash. So you throw all 3 balls and you catch them all. So again, every ball has to come from one hand to the other. So what you do is basically this. So I've got a cast. And you can slow it down. You don't want to be rushing. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. And if you start with 2 balls in your left hand, you end with 2 in your right hand, and vice versa. So this looks quite easy, but it will take you a few minutes to get this. Give it time, and obviously once you get the three throws, you can you can start doing a bit more, and yeah. Hopefully by the end of the day or by the end of the week you'll be proficient. And again, like, I mean, I carry a ball sack with me everywhere whenever I want to play, train, whatever. Like if I've got a bit of time spare, or if I'm doing some prehab stuff with my hands not working, you know, you can juggle anywhere. It's entertaining for you. It's entertaining for the people around you, and it's just great. I mean, I think everyone should be juggling, or should be able to juggle. So yeah, if you can't juggle yet, this is how we learn. If you can juggle, spend 10 minutes a day on juggling, just to either improve or learn a new trick. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Keep moving.